Okay, greetings everybody. I'm trying an experiment, so please give me a second here. I am doing okay. Okay, I'm doing something unique right here, so give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Okay, what I'm doing right now, everybody, is I'm doing a dual broadcast, which is kind of unique. I told I could do it, and sure enough, it is working. Okay, greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Martial Arts History Museum. I am doing a great experiment right here. And for you, those of you who are watching, you are taking part in it. So my name is Michael Matsuda. I'm president and founder of the Martial Arts History Museum. So thank you all for tuning in. Please let me know you're here so I know this thing is working. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing a dual broadcast. I'm doing YouTube right here on this side, and I'm doing Facebook right here on this side, a live broadcast from both Facebook and YouTube at the same time using a single camera. So it looks like it's working. Tell me if you see it. Sean Foon says, Happy New Year. Thank you, Sean. So, Sean, you obviously see me on Facebook, and I'm also live at the same time on YouTube. So, which is kind of neat. So, a big experiment. I'm going to tell you about how I'm doing this in just a moment. But what I want to do is A, launch this experiment, B, talk about YouTube. Okay. And when I say talk about YouTube, as I have, thank you, Angel Velasquez, beautiful man. Thank you, my friend. Great friend, Angel Velasquez. Thank you. So, what I'm doing right now, guys, is as you know, those of you who have YouTube, in the past couple of years, they put the new thing that you have to have 1,000 subscribers, okay, and 4,000 viewing hours. That's the new thing now. And if you didn't have that, you wouldn't get any money from the commercials. You know, when they run commercials, you get a little money. Well, they don't do that anymore. So you have the requirements in order to do that. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours, then they will put commercials on your YouTube channel, and then they will start paying you from there. Well, it's been a headache to try to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. Oh my God. You know, it's been almost impossible now. Only the ones that have done it, you know, and just stay consistent and say, I'm going to make it, and have succeeded. Now, they've also thrown in one more kicker. You have to have the 4,000 viewing hours in 1 year. So they catch you on that way. You can't have viewing hours over 10 years. It has to be in the 1 year. So anyway, through this, I've had to learn every trick and trade to figure out how I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get YouTube monetized and reach at least the 1,000 subscriber list. Okay, that one can be over time. That one doesn't have to be in a year. But at least 1,000 subscribers, that's what you got to hit, and how to get the 4,000 viewing hours. Okay, so let's tackle each one of those. And let me throw in some other tips and tricks and all that stuff for you guys. Okay, so things I learned the hard way, but have made a successful YouTube for Cynthia Rothrock. So now I'm putting all that I learned with Cynthia, which now has 30,000 subscribers, into the museum's YouTube channel. So I'm going to throw out some real quick tips and all that right now. Okay, but let me talk about a few other things. When you put anything, and here's some great tips I learned, a bunch of stuff, not even having to do with YouTube. When you put a photo on your website, okay, or put a photo on in Facebook or something like that, okay, before you put the photo in, okay, rename the photo. Name the photo like Angel Velasquez. Okay, put Angel dash Velasquez dash and whatever the photo is. So let's say it's Sifu Douglas Wong. Okay, be sure you put the name in the photo, which you name it. Okay, the JPEG. You know what I mean? So always name the JPEG. Don't just arbitrarily put the JPEG in your Facebook page. Make sure you name it. Why is that important? Because when Google looks up the names, when people go into Google and type in Douglas Wong, it's going to look in the name of the JPEG file. And if it says Douglas Wong, there's a better chance that's going to come up in YouTube, in Google. Okay, so please try to always name your JPEG file that you put into Facebook or anywhere on your website or anywhere you put it. Please, the name is so important above everything else. Make sure you include that name. Okay, that's very important on anything you do. Include that name. Same thing of the video. Make sure the name is in the video. Okay, better chance of it coming up than anything else. Better chance of the search engines to find you if you put the names in there. Okay, that's just to keep in mind. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube as well. Subscribers. There have been many different ways to get subscribers. Okay, putting hashtags on your description, and be sure to do that when you upload a video into YouTube. Okay, be sure you put in the description, especially the first 3 hashtags, more than anything else, something unique. Kung Fu, or hashtag Angel Velasquez, or hashtag Siming Ma, or hashtag George Foon, or whatever. Make sure you include that hashtag, and make sure your name is included as well, the name of your channel in the hashtag. Okay, description is so important, to put a description in your YouTube. Okay, whenever you upload a video into YouTube, be sure you make a nice description. Include the keywords. When I say keywords, include words excuse me, that you want them to look up, like Kung Fu, or White Lotus system, or whatever. Make sure that's in the description. Use it like once or twice. Don't flood it with it, but use it a couple times. Okay, make sure that's always in the description. Make sure there's a link to your website in the description. Remember, YouTube looks for all these different things in the description to put your YouTube channel up above other people's. So the more you have stuff in the description, the good stuff, okay, they're going to put it up. If you don't have anything in the description, you ain't going to get anywhere on there. Okay, so a description is very important. Okay, next, when you upload a YouTube channel, there's going to be a place on there, a little box. It says video location. Extremely important. Why is that important? Okay, that links to your website. Okay, so like I put on mine, Martial Arts History Museum. Okay, and that creates a link. So right underneath the YouTube, it'll say Martial Arts History Museum, and they click on there, and it right away goes to my website page. Okay, so I don't have to tell anybody about anything. It's immediately a link on there. So I know it's hard to understand, as I'm saying right now, but once you go into YouTube and you upload it, look for video location and put in the name of your school in that location. Okay, very important to put that. Okay, underneath is tags. Tags are just important as hashtags. Believe me, go into tags, put in tags martial arts, put in tags Karate Kid, whatever, put in tags that are related to your whatever the video is. Now I got a program called TubeBuddy. Yeah, TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy.com. Great tool. It allows me to see keywords that attract more people to go to my YouTube channel. Okay, or get my video out there and get it up there. I highly recommend purchasing it. It's like $3 a month if you buy the whole year. Well worth it. It helps you get thumbnails, and I will talk about thumbnails as well. It helps you get different things, what better wording to use, what keywords are good to use, what different phrases to use in your YouTube channel. TubeBuddy is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Look into it. They give a free trial for like one time or something like that, but very, very effective. Okay, next, your thumbnails. So important. Okay, 2 things about the thumbnails. Thumbnails need to be something catchy. It needs to be unique. It needs to be exciting for people to view. Your thumbnail has to be action or something like that. Okay, so also in your thumbnail, put a wording or something like that to make yours consistent. If you look at the Martial Arts History Museum now, I am updating all our thumbnails and putting the same type of type and the same logo on all our thumbnails. This way it's consistent and people can see, oh, that's from the museum. So they're more likely to click on that thumbnail. Okay, so try to put unique wording, about the museum, whatever your channel is, and put it in your thumbnail. Again, make your thumbnail interesting. Think of it as a cover of a book. The more interesting it is, the more chance someone's going to click it. Okay, so thumbnail is very important. Okay, next thing, description. Oh my God, talk about important. Put the description of something exciting. Don't put. See, I used to put. Something, I can't even think of bad ones now, but I used to put my trip to New York, or something, you know what I mean? Who cares about my trip to New York? You know what I mean? Or martial artists of the 70s. Okay. We don't know who martial artists of the 70s is. You want to put something like, dangerous fighters from martial arts, or exciting, the top 10, those kind of things, top 10 fighters of all time, or something to grab them so they will look at your channel. So the description is very important. Make it exciting, make it unique. Look at other people's YouTube channel, okay, and see how exciting they made it, okay? So look at that very closely and try to put an exciting name on there, title of your video. Okay, very important to do. Okay, next, how to get subscribers. I know I'm throwing the kitchen sink on you right now, but I'm just trying to throw it out right now so you can take advantage of what I learned. Okay, subscribers, really hard to get. Okay, Facebook likes is not that hard. People come on there, but YouTube subscribers is a whole nother animal. Okay. Here's a couple great tips that I've been using. Write a little description. I would say maybe smaller than a paragraph, okay, of why you want people to watch your YouTube channel. Hey, come to my channel and watch it because we're showing this. Like for the museum, I put, look, COVID has hit us really hard, but a great way to help the museum, if you can't help out by funding, you can help out by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I make a little paragraph and then I put a link to one of the videos in the channel. Okay, so I put that and I copy it as a paragraph. Okay, now what I do is I go onto Facebook. Okay, go into Facebook and go into my friends. And if you go into friends and it pulls all your friends down, okay, where it says, if you just highlight, put your cursor over their name, a little thing called message is going to appear. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, you'll see it when you do. Click message. Okay, it allows you to send a Facebook message, a text message. You know what I mean? A Facebook message. They got so many different names. Paste that, the link to your YouTube channel, your information right in there, and then send it to each of them. You're going to have to go to every single one of your friends individually. There is no way to mass send all your friends in your Facebook page, okay? So this is all on Facebook. So you have to go to each one individually, hit message, paste that in there, hit send, then go to the next one. Paste that in there, hit send, go to the next one. That has been the best for me for getting people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have picked up over 500 subscribers just in the last maybe 10 days by doing that. It is a great tool. Now, the only problem with the tool, okay, is that Facebook will allow you to do that maybe to 30 or 40 people, and that's it, okay? Once you start putting in there, when you hit that 40 or 50 people or so, there's going to be a little red exclamation point and saying undeliverable or something like that, okay? Facebook only allows you to put it about 40 to 50 times a day. Okay, that's the key, a day. So once you hit that limit of pasting those for every Facebook text message, okay, you hit that limit, that's okay. come back the next day, and it restarts anew, and you can put another 40 to 50 Facebook page, Facebook messages in everybody's Facebook page. You know what I mean? So every day you go in there and put about 50. It's been a tremendous help for me galore. Okay, it has helped change my subscriber list like night and day. So I highly recommend doing that. Again, make a paragraph, tell them the reason, don't make it too lengthy, and put a link to one of your YouTube videos. And that has helped me tremendously. So that's a great insight to doing that. Okay. Next thing is make sure when you upload a channel, a video into YouTube, it is longer than 3 minutes. Why is that? Because YouTube, when you do become monetized, okay, it needs 3 minutes before a commercial can come on down. So YouTube looks for any videos that more than 3 minutes, and then they will throw a commercial in there. If your video is like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, there's no room for a commercial. Okay, so try to make it 3 minutes. I would try to make it a 9-10 minute video. Okay, 9-10 minute video. Why is that? Because they can throw a commercial in the first part, okay, and then they can throw a commercial in the middle of the video. Okay, every 3 minutes or so, there's room for a commercial. Okay, so try to make your videos 3 minutes at the least. 9 minutes is a pretty good video. If you make it longer, great. That's wonderful. But try to stay, 3 minutes to 9 minutes. Again, YouTube needs to insert commercials in there. And by you having a long video, they have more time to put commercials. So do not put YouTube videos that are a minute, 2 minutes long. They're not worth putting on there. You can't monetize them. Maybe you can or not, but it's better to have it more than 3 minutes and up to 9 minutes, I recommend. Longer than that, I recommend as well. The longer you can get it in there, great. But keep that in mind. Do not put short build videos. They're just a waste of time, and YouTube just looks at them like they're nothing. So please, you want to get monetized, you want to get money from that YouTube, put it on there. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes minimum. Nothing less than 3 minutes. Also, be sure to put a little notation, and I'm learning this as I go along, in your video to tell people what to do. Meaning, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Put it in your video. People enjoy your videos. That's wonderful. They love it. But you need to tell them, okay, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget, hey, don't forget, you want to watch more of these videos? Hit the subscribe button. So always put that in your videos. People enjoy your videos. They like it and they want to see it. But if you don't tell them to subscribe, it's a better chance they may not do it. So please always put in your videos, either in the front or put it on the end or whatever. Put the subscribe, say, don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Very important. Next thing, when you make your video in YouTube, add a little additional toward the end. What I mean is, let's say you have a 3-minute video in YouTube. Okay? At the end of your YouTube channel, add something like, please visit my website, or please visit my YouTube page, and give it like a minute of extra time, 30 seconds to a minute, okay, at the end. Why is this important? Because if you upload something onto YouTube, you upload your video, there is a little thing, it's not called cards, but it's something, you'll see it. It's something to add at the end of your video. I don't know the name of the button. I'll have to look it up. But there's a little thing. It says you know how when you watch somebody's YouTube video and at the very end they'll pop up a little circle that says subscribe here, or having the next picture of their next video on there. You guys seen that? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's cards or something like that. But look it up when you're doing your YouTube channel. Very important to give yourself a little extra time at the end of the video, because YouTube will slap on those things, and be sure to put those on there. We'll slap on those things at the end of your video. They won't slap it on automatically, so you got to tell them to do it, okay? But they'll put it at the end of your video. So in case your video, let's say you're doing a fight scene, well, this is going to come on top of the fight scene. You don't want that to happen. So give it a little extra time. Put the name of your website or whatever, and that way the little video stuff can come up at the end, and people can click it and then see it. Be sure you put on whatever you can put on there. Subscribe here, or go to my next YouTube channel. Okay, put it on there. It's very important to put that on there. That way, the next YouTube coming up will be from there. Okay, or they could click on there and see it, and that way people can stay on your channel. Okay, very important to always put that kind of stuff on there. Okay, very important. Let's see, next thing for YouTube. Those are some of the great tricks I learned going along the way. The next thing, be consistent. What I mean is, be sure to put a new YouTube up at least once a week. Once a week, put up a new YouTube, because people get tired looking around. Right now, because of COVID, everybody's using YouTube more and more. Okay, they're using different ways to get on the internet, TikTok and all that other stuff. So they're using the social media as their main thing to go to. People are looking more at YouTube and other stuff than on TV. Okay, so it's very important that we use this venue, or shall I say, or this way of doing things, and take advantage of it while we can. Now, investigate other YouTube channels. There is a fantastic channel. It's called Tic Tac Toy. Wonderful channel. It's made by my little kid. It's made by the mom, really. And the little kid, and they get millions of views all the time. The kid they make millions of dollars on that YouTube channel. Millions of dollars. And it's fun little sketches about kids and other things like that. It's really fun to watch. And, it's designed for kids. Kids are the biggest thing on there. Americans, thank you for watching. Okay, Americans, okay. Oh, Sean Poon. Oh, a couple questions here, guys. Couple questions. What happens if you get 5,000 views but only 5 subscribers? Yeah, that's an excellent question. Thank you for bringing that up. Copyright music. I'm going to talk about that right now, too. You need to get 1,000 subscribers, period, to get monetized, okay? And 4,000 viewing hours, period. You have to have those two. If you don't have those two, you're not going to get monetized, okay? Period. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers, how many subscribers you have or whatever, you have to have both of them, okay? So, Sean, your question is, you get 5,000 views, that's fine, but if you only have 5 subscribers, you're not going to get monetized. So why put it on there? You know what I mean? So got to get 1,000 subscribers. Okay, next thing, copyright music. Thank you for bringing that up. Copyright music. Couple ways to look at this. If you go into YouTube, okay, go into YouTube. Americas, thank you for watching. Okay, when you start uploading stuff into YouTube, on the far left-hand side of YouTube, okay, there's a little menu. You scroll up there, and at the very bottom, it'll say Audio Library. Okay, click that button. Why? There is thousands of songs that YouTube will provide for you free of charge. Free of charge. You put in your, martial arts songs. Well, I don't think they have martial arts songs, but, you could put in Western songs, or you could type in fun songs or bright songs, and they're going to provide a whole list of songs for you to use free of charge on YouTube. So long as you're putting on YouTube, it's free of charge. So that's all you got to do is go into their audio library, go through it. Okay, you can play it, and then if you like it, on the right side, it's going to hit download. Hit that download button. It'll download it into your computer, and that way you can drag that into whatever you're using for editing. Okay, so copyrighted music, don't worry about copyrighted music. Get their music. Use their music galore. Put it in your background. It makes it a lot more exciting to have a little music in the background, but use their audio library. It also has audio effects, sound effects in there. They're all free of charge for YouTube subscribers. So please use it. Okay, very, very important. Okay, use music in your videos as much as you can. Okay, next thing about copyrighted music and copyrighted footage. Okay, There's a couple ways to look at this. Copyrighted music, a big no-no. YouTube looks at everything from sound, okay? The computer looks at sound files in your video because it doesn't have time to look at your video. It has time, the computer goes through and hears the sound, and if it hears a music that is copyrighted, it will hit a ding or it'll tell you you're using copyrighted music. Okay, it looks for sound. Keep that in mind. Why am I saying that? Because when you put some stuff on your YouTube channel, let's say there's I want to do a review about some karate fighters or something, okay? And you want to take some footage from a video, okay, to put on your YouTube channel, some karate fights or whatever you want to put it on there, okay, from a movie, okay? So you drag that into Final Cut or whatever you do your editing in, okay? If you leave it on like it is, okay, with the sounds, okay, from the movie, the computer will hear the sound and say, hey, that's a copyright from the movie. And it will ding you. It'll say it's copyrighted, okay? The way you get around this is you take out the sound, okay? Put in music. Put in a documentary saying, do a talking over it, okay? Do not use the sound from any of the movies, okay? There are a few that you can use, and I have used, and it's been okay, but I use very short amount of it, like 20 seconds, and then, okay, keep this in mind. Go to one of my videos, okay? Look at the description, and at the bottom, it'll say fair use. Copy that literally from my channel and copy that fair use. You have to put that in there, okay? You have to put that in there in order for them to see you're doing a documentary, okay? Somebody has a strange message. I don't know what that is, so I won't pay attention to it. Text me stuff that means something. So anyway, so be sure you put that little thing. It's called a fair use, okay? It means that you're using it for like a documentary or talking about a review or something like that. Again, go to one of my pages and look for that, copy that, and put it into your description. Do not forget that, okay? Do not forget that. Then, only then you can start putting in the videos of the, different fight scenes. But again, do not put the sound. Do not put the sound of the fight scene of the movie because they will ding you. But if you, again, experiment with this a little bit. I have put in about 20 seconds of some movies with the sound, and it's worked okay. I make sure I put the fair use in there, and it's worked okay, and YouTube has allowed me, okay, it's a documentary. We've seen you doing that. Okay, great. And they allow me to go through it, okay? But here's the thing. Make sure if you are using a portion of somebody's movie, okay, go to Amazon, find where that movie is, copy the link in Amazon, go back into your description and say, hey, you can get a copy of this movie right here, and paste the link into Amazon. Why is that important? Because when YouTube is looking at the copyright and a video, they will send a message to the person who has the copyright, okay? And if they see you are pushing their stuff on your description, sometimes they will say, okay, you can use it, and you won't get dinged, okay? I don't know how the whole mechanism works, but be sure to always do that. If you're talking about Enter the Dragon, go to Amazon, copy the link of Enter the Dragon, and put it in your description saying, here's how to get a copy of that in there, okay? A copy in there. Sean Foon has a question. What are the criteria to be a YouTube influencer? What are the best martial arts related channels besides the Martial Arts History Museum? I have heard of the term influencer. I don't know that area yet, Sean. I'm learning as we go. who has a big YouTube channel for martial arts? It is a guy, Scott Adkins. Scott Adkins, marvelous actor, marvelous actor. He hosts a fantastic YouTube channel. Many thumbs up to Scott. Been very generous to my good friend Cynthia. So Scott Adkins has a wonderful YouTube channel. Please go to there and look how he's got it done. Seen what he's done along the way. Seen how he uses the description. And I urge you, go into everybody's description and see of their YouTube channels and see what they put on there, what keywords they put on there. That's why I highly recommend the program called TubeBuddy.com. TubeBuddy automatically shows you the keywords that everybody's using. So whatever YouTube channel you go to, TubeBuddy will show you these are the keywords they're using. And you can take those keywords and put it in your description and use the same keywords, okay? So keywords are very important. Go to everybody's YouTube channel, see what they're using, see what they're putting on, learn from what they've done, put it in yours, okay? Put it in yours. Make sure you get the description. Again, good descriptions. That's what the computer is looking at. Good descriptions. Hashtag. Put in like 20 hashtags. Put in like 20 tags. Okay. Different things. Martial arts. You know, I was looking on TubeBuddy, and I was putting a keyword, and I put martial arts. Okay. I put that in there, and then TubeBuddy says that's not a good keyword. It's in the scale of keywords. Good, bad to good. The martial arts is like way over here, not in the good area. Hardly anybody is searching for martial arts, but they are searching for martial arts training. Oh, so the scale is saying, look, more people are typing in martial arts training. You know what I mean? So that you have to look at different keywords that people are searching for. So the YouTube Buddy that I purchased allows me to see on the scale which name is getting more searches for. You know what I mean? So if you're saying, top fashions of today, okay, here's a perfect example. I put Karate Kid then and now, okay? And the meter goes like this. Okay, that's not too bad. But here's a better suggestion. It told me Karate Kid then and now 2020. I typed that extra 2020, and now the scale of searches is way over here. So more people are typing in looking for 2020. So when you type in Karate Kid then and now, and you see a bunch of them come up, the ones that say 2020 go up a little bit higher, okay, and get more a response than Karate Kid then and now. You know what I mean? So TubeBuddy has been, I'm not trying to sell TubeBuddy, but TubeBuddy has been an excellent resource for finding keywords that you can use and keywords that work. And also they have a special thing that you can type in of your different keyword searches. So if you're going to type in, okay, what is fashion? Okay, what is a better word? Today's fashion or summer fashion, or it'll give you better words to use for your YouTube channel. So I highly recommend TubeBuddy. It's a great resource, and it'll help you learn how to put stuff on your YouTube channel and get more response that way. Okay? I'm looking on the questions. A few people have more questions. Let's see. Cool, very good. Okay, I'm going through a lot of stuff, I know. Going through a lot of stuff. Okay, make sure you also go into different groups, okay, with your YouTube channel. Make sure you have a new YouTube coming out, okay? Take that YouTube, copy that YouTube, okay, and then paste it in your Facebook page. Every time you put a new YouTube out, put it in your Facebook page. That way the people watching your Facebook can know a YouTube channel, a new program has come out, okay? Very important, because I get, if I left it just on YouTube, I'll only get, this many hits, that many views. But if I put it into, copy that, put it into my, excuse me, put it into my Facebook page, now my views are up here, okay? So more and more people are watching it if you spread it out. If I put it also into my Instagram, I get a little more people watching. So start spreading out. Put it in Twitter, put it in Instagram, whatever you can. Start putting in all the different places of the new video that's put up. The more places you can put it on there, the more chances people are going to see and look at. Okay? So important to do that. Make sure you spread the news every time your new video comes out. And again, I cannot stress the amount of consistency. You put it on once a week, you're going to get a good crowd. You put it on twice a week, you're going to get a great crowd. You put it on 3 times a week, you get a fantastic crowd, okay? Again, people are looking for different things to look at, different resources to go to, as an alternative to television, okay? Next thing. Oh, someone says, I subscribed the other day. I'm praying for 2021 to be a better year, even though we still have to wear masks. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you for subscribing. That's very kind of you. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Very good. Be sure you say thank you to your subscribers. If, the system, when someone subscribes, puts a little thing on on top of your screen, says someone has subscribed. Sadly, if you don't get to it fast enough, you don't know who they are. But if you can, hit on their replies, thank you, if you can. Well, right now, Marcel said he subscribed. Thank you, Marcel, for subscribing, okay? Be sure you thank the people who are subscribing if you can find it. I know it's not easy to find, but if you can find it. Next, comments. When people put in comments on your YouTube channel, you must and you need to respond to that. Hey, how are you doing? So good. How are you? I'm just doing a live broadcast here. I'm almost done. Come on in if you want.
Well, all right. I'm just here for a scavenger hunt.
Are you a scavenger hunt for who?
Girl Scouts.
Really?
So this is one of the clues. Is your museum here?
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll be done with this in a few minutes. So, yeah, okay. So anyway, make sure when someone puts a comment, respond to it. Say thank you for commenting, or hit that little heart thing. When I do this, I work with Cynthia Rothrock. We do our YouTube channel together. And when Cynthia hits that little thank you for making a comment, people say, hey, that's pretty cool. Hey, how cool is that? Cynthia Rothrock responding to your YouTube comment. So go and make sure you hit a heart, or make sure you hit a like, or something like that. And that way people can enjoy that, and people can see that you are responding to their YouTube. Okay, my voice is going after all this. I've been talking all day. So those are some of the tips and tricks I have used to do this YouTube channel. Please, and I say this in closing, make sure your YouTubes are professional. Do not put a bunch of crap on there. Make it professional as you can, okay? Please take the time, make a quality YouTube channel, because it looks like a piece of trash. Nobody's going to come back to it, okay? So that's what I end in closing. Make your YouTube channel exciting, okay? That's it, everybody. You take care. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk later on. But again, I'm simul-broadcasting on both YouTube and Facebook. And in our next segment, I'll tell you why I'm doing this and what this means. Take care, everybody. Bye. Okay, guys, how you doing?